This episode of the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast is brought to you by pmtlifestyle.com, Authentic Muay Thai Lifestyle by Pu'u. Definitely go check out the website at pmtlifestyle.com for some awesome lifestyle merchandise. That's for those of you out there either involved in Muay Thai, looking at getting involved in Muay Thai, and embrace a healthier lifestyle to live the life of Nak Muay. Go check it out.
Swordy Cop guys, this is Crew Johnson over at Pu'u Muay Thai. I just wanted to reach out today to everybody. Today's the day after Valentine's Day. Just wanted to say hi to everybody. Wanted to express some gratitude for everybody. I'm actually on TikTok live right now. For some of the people that follow us on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, go follow us. We go live occasionally. More random there than like on Instagram. On Instagram, we go live every Friday for Aloha Friday. If you guys haven't checked that out, it's usually around 9 a.m. California time. I post updates on the Instagram story and stuff like that as well. But super grateful just to be able to have that, have anybody tune in, whether it be on TikTok, Instagram. We're also doing stuff on Clubhouse as well. I'm going to start doing live on Clubhouse, some live chats on there. They're going to be open. Anybody can come in and talk about it. To kind of go through today, what I wanted to do is just talk a little bit about Muay Thai, see if anybody on TikTok has any questions about Muay Thai, anything like that related. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys might have about Muay Thai. I had a couple questions from people that had come up about Muay Thai, the events this past weekend with Lion Fight 63. Coach Eric, I had people who had questions about like some basics for pad holding and stuff like that as well. Before I get into that, guys, if you're listening to this, if you're on Spotify, or if you're on iTunes and you're listening to this later on, or if you're on YouTube watching this, leave a review, give us some comments, give us some feedback, because for us, we want to know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to see from us, because that's what it's about. It's about what you guys want from us. For us, we want to make sure that we're providing you with content, with value, things that you guys want to see. All right, that's something that's very important for us on our YouTube channel. That's one of the things that's very, very important for us as well. So if you guys have questions about Muay Thai, things that you want to see from our instructors, if you have questions about instructors, about our staff, I'll do what I can to make sure to get that information to you guys. Also, before we get into it, I just want to mention our Patreon. So our Patreon, what it is, it's a monthly subscription service. You can go for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever you decide you want to do. You can cancel anytime. You can get started for as little as $5 a month. It gives you some behind the scenes access footage. We talk about when we're going live and stuff like that on there before anybody else. We post some behind the scenes content, marketing materials that are coming up, projects we're working on. You guys can ask us one-on-one questions there as well. But it's just a good chance for you guys to catch up with us and be able to talk and to get some behind the scenes. And if you enjoy what we provide for you guys, then it's a good way to support. You can also get there's a tier in there where you can get some merchandise as well. Going into that, I'm going to start off first with gratitude, or like being grateful. It's very funny because I never thought about this before until I was introduced to this practice I'm going to go over with you guys. It's called daily gratitude practice. And the reason and the purpose behind daily gratitude practice. Do you guys know why we would want to practice and remind ourselves what we're grateful for? If not, that's fine. But again, just extremely grateful for stuff like the internet, stuff like our Instagram, our TikTok followers, our YouTube subscribers. One of the things I'm very grateful for is we hit over 500 subscribers on YouTube. So that's something, our YouTube channel, it kind of had like some marketing videos and stuff like that on there. We had like hand wrapping tutorials, things that we would send to our students. We never really promoted it. It was all like internal marketing for Pu'u Muay Thai, for our academy. But now we have stuff that's on there for people like you on TikTok, people on Instagram, people that would look on YouTube for fight tutorials or for Muay Thai tutorials, martial arts, lifestyle things that you can learn some personal growth tips that I have as a martial artist that we share with our students in order to make you guys successful. Because if you guys are successful, that means that the people around you are going to be successful. And if I'm one of those people around you, I want you to be successful because that's going to make me successful too. I'm going to go through like what our gratitude practice is. I'm going to pull it up here on TikTok. I'm pretty sure I can pull up. And on YouTube as well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it up. What a daily gratitude practice is, it's to help foster gratitude, because it's very funny. It's very easy for resentment. It comes natural to us. The resentment, anger, even feelings of happiness, but things you can actually make so you have more feelings of happiness, have more fulfillment in life. There's some scientific research on this practice alone. I've had a lot of people who expressed skepticism over it, like, hey, I'm grateful for stuff. I don't see the benefit of it. And rather than trying it, they just write it off. So for me, I didn't really see what the point was either. I had a friend who's in martial arts named Shihan Nick Wilson. Thank you, Mr. Wilson, for introducing me to this practice 2 years ago. I do it almost every day. Days I don't do it, it's usually because I'm already up, busy, but I always try to make a time to do it during the day if I don't do it first thing in the day. So what you do is you write out 3 things that you're grateful for that moment. And you want to prevent yourself from giving generalizations such as, like, I'm grateful for being alive. You can be grateful for being alive, but if you're writing that down every single day, then you might want to change it up. You want to find new things that you're grateful for. That way you can foster that gratitude. Very, very important, because again, for us, gratitude has to be fostered. It's a really strange concept to me, like, to even think about it, but when you guys think about it for yourself, like, what you're grateful for. You're gonna have a hard time at first. Like, you might find yourself being grateful for the same 3 things all the time. So you want to really think, what are you grateful for? All right, I'm actually doing this right now as I speak, and I'll share some of these too, if they're not too personal. First thing that I'm grateful for is every single follower that Pu'u Muay Thai has on social media. So it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Clubhouse. We have over 6,000 people following us currently this day, and like I did the math on like adding up our follower count, and that's what spurred this. Is I'm just very, very grateful to have everybody out there that is interested in Pu'u Muay Thai. For me, that's insane. 6,000 people, over 6,000 people that are interested in what our Muay Thai Academy is doing, is going to be doing, and has done. But for me, that's just beyond amazing, and that includes you guys on TikTok that have blown up some of our videos. Appreciate you guys. Without you, I know there's a lot of brand awareness that's come out of our TikTok videos. There's a video of me punching my wife in the face. It went viral. It was her idea. I just posted up a video as well on there of her beating me up. So inspiring. We're having fun. But she's somebody I'm very grateful for as well. So first thing here, 500 subscribers on YouTube. All right, so I'm grateful for that, because that's a big goal for us. We're halfway. We're trying to get to that 1,000 follower count. That's what allows us to be part of the YouTube affiliate program or a YouTube partner, and it allows you to put advertisement on some of your videos and stuff like that as well. And that allows us to benefit financially from being able to make more content for you guys too. So my goal with that is to just be able to have it available for certain videos, not all of them. Okay, so that's something that for as a business, it's very important during shutdowns. We kind of shifted from like only in-person marketing stuff, like in the academy, to more external marketing, because we were forced into it, right? It's something that I'm kicking myself now. I'm like, I should have started on this years ago. Our company's been around for coming up on 7 years. Oh man, just thinking about that, it's just blows my mind. So I'm grateful for my wife. She's been very supportive. She has a hard time buying stuff like TikTok and Clubhouse, but she supports me, even though I'm sitting inside one of our rooms, chatting, talking to myself and people over here on TikTok early in the morning here in Oslo. So I'm grateful for my wife. And that's why I'm grateful for her. Right? She's very supportive. We've been through a lot of stuff together in the past couple of years, and it's somebody that I appreciate. Okay, number 3. So I'm gonna think about this one because I don't want to just be reactionary on it, right? So like I told you guys, 3 things that you're grateful for. So the third thing that I am grateful for is the ability to travel the world. So traveling the world in person, it's gonna be way different. Seeing pictures, videos, virtual reality. I'm sure virtual reality will be pretty badass in the coming years, but right now, as of today, I'm sure that at some point this video is going to be aged and you're like, oh wow, I remember that. But I really feel that traveling is opened up my eyes as a martial artist, as a person, as a human, to a lot of stuff that's going on in the world, and to realize the effects that one person can have on everybody. All right, one person's effect has this ripple effect. All right. So like I said, for me, I'm grateful for every single one of you out there that are subscribed to us, that are trying to be successful in your life. Because if you're successful, again, you're going to make others around you successful. You're going to help lift them up too. All right. Or that's the goal. Okay. So if you make other people successful, that one person who helped you be successful, you're going to have that ripple effect too. So like for Pu'u Muay Thai, having over 6,000 people who we have their undivided attention, we're going to be able to affect potentially 6,000 people. If we get 1% of that, that's awesome, right? But that's the goal, is every one of those 6,000 people is to affect them positively. That's a little bit about like what I want to do, like personally, because if 1% of those people goes out and affects one other person, that effect just keeps going. All right, you hear about people who do this thing where maybe they pay for coffee for the next person's coffee behind them, and that chain just keeps going. All right, people love to give, but again, it has to be fostered. It comes through gratitude. Okay, so again, I'm grateful for the 500 plus subscribers we have on YouTube now. All right, I'm grateful for my wife and the ability to travel the world. That way it gives me better perception on everything that's going on, and it allows me to realize what my place is and my purpose is. Okay, so then after you write down your 3 things that you're grateful for, you're going to write down 3 things that you're proud of. And again, you want to make sure, you want to do your best. All right, now when I say make sure, you want to do your best to try to have 3 different things that you're grateful for or that you're proud of every single day. Okay, so for me, what I'm proud of is, our company is making it through the shutdowns of 2020. And I really feel like we didn't just survive. I've released a video on like our Muay Thai mindset, what helped us get through that. If you guys are interested, go check out our YouTube channel. If you're not on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, Instagram, just click the link in our bio, pmtlifestyle.com. You guys can go click this YouTube link up at the top. Go check that out. We have a live stream and everything on there too. But you guys can see Muay Thai mindset video. That's what you want to check out. It's also on our main feed on Instagram and on TikTok as well. The mindset to go through 2020 was I approached it just like a 5-round fight. First round, it was like a first round, like rough first round. We got knocked down a couple times. We came back. We gave some of our best shots and survived. We used our experience to be able to get through that round. All right, so we're on the stool between rounds 1 and 2. Professional Muay Thai fights, 5 rounds. So what we're trying to do now is we want to prep ourselves coming into 2021 or going through 2021, because we're in it now. We're already over 1 month in, 1.5 months in. So for us, we're in that round now where we need to execute and start scoring and start getting those little wins and start stacking our victories like we talk about in our online university. That's one of those things that helped us get through that. We want to try to do the same thing round 3. We'll start dominating a little bit more round 4. Hopefully we got a strong lead, finish that strong lead round 4, round 5. We can coast through, enjoy the hard work we did to come back in rounds 2, 3, and 4. Maybe you end up winning by knockout. All right, that's a bonus if you do, right? It's extra gravy on top. So very proud of Pu'u Muay Thai for making it through 2020. And that's not just me, guys. That's our entire team, from our partner up in Santa Barbara, Coach Ryan Ughawk, to all of our front desk team, the people, our coaches, our staff. Very grateful for them. Ari, Trayvon, Coach Ralph, Coach Kevin, Coach Josh, my brother, Coach Tomas, Coach Giovanni, Coach Eric, anybody, Coach Todd, all these people that have worked through this with us to make this happen. You guys, I'm proud of you guys. All right, so proud of Pu'u Muay Thai. That's what I mean when I say that. Okay, so next thing that I am proud of. I'm proud of that I got in 5 training sessions last week. I ran 3 times and I trained twice. So for me, it's very hard and very easy to get distracted. And I lack self-motivation sometimes too, and that habit. So what I'm going to do is ideally I run 3 times a week and I train 3 times a week minimum. All right, I got 2 training sessions in last week, so it was 1 short, but it's okay because doing 1 session is better than no sessions, like a lot of people tend to do during this time, and that's okay. But for me, I want to make sure I grow and get better. That way, our organization continue to grow. This week, obviously, I want to try to get 3 training sessions in and keep that running up too. All right, but I'm proud that I got 5 workouts in last week. The next thing, number 3, proud of Coach Ryan. So Coach Ryan's the head instructor up at Pu'u Muay Thai Santa Barbara. He's on Instagram as well if you guys see any of his videos and stuff like that as well. I know he's been kind of in the slum in like regards to like getting enrollments and stuff like that too. He started his business with me in 2019. I told him first year is going to be difficult, but little did we know 2020 was coming up, right, to smack us in the face and say, hey, yeah, I'm here. So he made it through 2020. Super proud of him. He's persevering, he's overcoming, and he's getting people to be able to enroll in his programs, and I think that's amazing. It was one of those talks we had about, it was like, hey, maybe we figure out a way to scale back if you're not able to grow right now just due to economic situations in California. So that's something I thought was pretty badass. He's like, hey, I think we have 2 new students getting enrolled this week through Santa Barbara, and man, I just gotta give props to Coach Ryan, so I'm super proud of that guy. Next thing you do as part of your daily gratitude practice is you write down 3 things that you're excited for that day. So 3 things I'm excited for today. Number 1 that I'm excited for is to go to Frogner Park with my wife and my dog. So Frogner Park is a very famous park here in Norway. They have a Babies to Angry baby statue called Sinnataggen. I have this picture up here. It'll be up on our YouTube. But go look it up if you guys haven't seen it. Really great place, and definitely not something you would see in Europe. I had to actually censor the picture because I think it would get flagged on YouTube. Like short and sweet, it's a park full of naked statues. There's literally an obelisk of people, a pile of naked people. All right, naked babies, all this craziness. It's very much like an art installation, but it's a beautiful park. All right, but just a little bit strange, especially for me as an American. Like I crack up. It's funny, some Norwegians are like, well, why the hell do we have a park full of naked statues? My wife likes to remind them, oh, what do you think Jonathan thinks? So for me, I enjoy going there with our dog, go for a walk, run. It's beautiful, and then to trip out on all the statues and stuff too. Number 2, what I'm excited for today is to have our team meeting. It's Monday in USA. It will be tomorrow. It's Monday right now in Oslo. I'm excited to have our team meeting. We do a weekly team meeting via Zoom with all of our team members at Pu'u Muay Thai. And that's one of those times where we get together and we chat about successes we had last week, things that we're grateful for, things that we're excited about that week, to go over new students that are calling and inquiring about our programs, and current students and how we can make sure that they're successful through our programs, and to give some individualized coaching to our team members and stuff too. And then number 3, what I'm excited for today, I'm going to think about this one because there's a lot. One of the things that I'm excited for today is to sit down and edit. All right, to edit some new content for you guys. All right, so editing new content for me, I really like to just make more stuff for you guys to be able to share what I know and what we're doing, because a lot of people are interested in it. We get asked the same question a lot, so it's nice to be able to have videos and to have podcasts, to have YouTube, Clubhouse, TikTok, Instagram, all these things to refer people that I meet to, because it's like, hey, we get asked this question so much, I would like to share that with you. Okay, so our daily gratitude practice, just to rewind a little bit, what is something you do every single day. It doesn't need to take this long. We're coming up on like 25 minutes or something like that. But it's very simple. It takes 1 to 2 minutes a day, 1 to 3 minutes, 5 if you really are struggling to foster that gratitude. 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that you are proud of that moment, and 3 things that you're excited for that day. Gratitude has to be fostered. It's not something that comes to us naturally. Next thing I want to talk about today, if you guys don't have any questions, is I want to talk about, it's funny, we had, I shared this with somebody. I had a Zoom meeting. Her name's Courtney. We were talking about some content creation stuff too. And I was sharing that, like, the idea behind Pu'u Muay Thai. So Pu'u is my last name. Most people, they think, Jonathan wanted to make it about himself. And I always try to stress this for everybody, is that Pu'u Muay Thai is not about me. All right, I almost wish that sometimes it had a different name because of that, because it has that stigma. Because it has my last name, people think, oh, he wants to make it about him. And for me, I always like to stress, it's like, hey, we have a huge team. And, while a lot of people want to train with me, like, I'm going to be honest, when you guys come to the academy, you're not going to be training with me. most of the time. For me, I've worked on building a team over the past 7 years, and we have instructor training that we do like every quarter, whether it be virtually or in person. We do, like I said, we do our weekly team meetings to talk about it. It's a continual growth process. It's never like, hey, they're done, boom, set it and forget it. Martial arts is an ongoing process. You always got to be growing, which is why I always want to grow. Because if I'm not growing, that means that my organization, our company, is not growing. But like I said, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you guys go, I'll be in there sometimes when I'm in town, stuff like that too. We're having some financial troubles, like personally, due to shutdowns. So for me, being able to be kind of floating around and to be able to live very sustainably, I'll leave it at that. It allows me to make videos and make content like this for you guys and share this with you. Because normally I don't have time when I'm back home because I'm at the academy a lot. So for me, I want to continue to be able to give you guys more information and to be able to make this and to train up our professional team. So for me, I'm very grateful. I've had a lot of students reach out, hey, Crew Jonathan, when you come back, man, believe me, I want to be there. But I also want you to know too, is like our team, they're pretty badass. All right. Definitely give them a call. I have people that still DM me on my personal Instagram, like, hey, call my academy. I have a great team there. And they're people that I've invested a lot of time, a lot of financials, big business investments in our team. All right. And that's because for me, I really believe in the people that we have there. And I know that they can provide the same value that I provide to you guys, whether it be in person or online, for us across the board. I know that our team can provide that for you guys too. So whatever benefit I give you, I know our team can give it to you too. All right. So I just wanted to make sure and make that clear for everybody too, because I have a lot of people that ask about that. And like, for me, I don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful to have people reach out and say like, hey, like I'm not training unless it's with you. Like the fact that people trust me that much and they enjoy training with me that much, I'm very grateful for that. And they're like, hey, we're not going to train with you unless you're here. And it's like, oh, well, you can enroll with my awesome staff. They're great, and we talk, and I coach them, I mentor them, and we build each other up that way. Like I said, if they're successful, then I'm successful. If I'm successful, they're successful. That's our goal. All right, and then our students are successful too. All right, so whatever the benefit is you want out of the program, I know that you guys can get it from them too. Going back on to Pu'u Muay Thai, the story of like how the name came up. The first time I heard the names Pu'u Muay Thai, I had a student named Christian. We were training at another academy. It's when I was teaching a program out of a local jiu-jitsu academy. And he just asked me, he's like, hey, like, when we get some patches? I'm like, well, what do you mean patches? He's like, well, I want a patch, like, for you. I'm like, well, what would it say? He's like, make it so it just says Pu'u Muay Thai. I'm like, would you actually wear that? That's legitimate. I said, like, would you actually wear that? He's like, hell yeah, I would wear that. So I thought about it, okay. And a few years later, I ended up, running my own program and kind of ran with that. I just took it Pu'u Muay Thai. I'm like, I don't know what else to call it. I'll call it Pu'u Muay Thai. People know who I am. And it created like a personal brand. And for me, it's, wasn't my plan to make a personal brand, but that's what happened. I want to make sure you guys know too, is like, I'm grateful for everybody out there. But also, for me, I want to make sure I can share that success with my team. Okay, but that's how Pu'u Muay Thai came to be. And while I was sharing the story with Courtney, they're like, whoa, like, that's so awesome. It's good to hear that this is not just about you. And you're trying to build up other people. You're trying to build up your coaches, your instructors, your students. And, for me, I want to make sure that message is very clear for everybody out there, whether TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you're training at one of our academies, virtually, in person, private lessons. I want to make sure you guys understand that too, because for me, I want to make sure that you guys have success. And that's the whole goal, and that's why we're training up our teams. That way you can be successful for years to come. I have some great mentors within martial arts that have helped me along the way. And some of them have been in it for like 40 plus years, and they're very successful. And the difference between their success, all right, and why they sustained that success compared to somebody else who maybe is successful for 5 or 6 years, one of the reasons is because they built their team up, and they built a solid team to be able to lean on, all right, and for the students to lean on, all right. If the places that have a successful program that may last 5 or 6 years, they have one person, right, and that one person never delegates, they never build up. I had a lot of people telling me delegate, delegate, delegate. But as soon as you start delegating, you hit these roadblocks, man. And believe me, it makes you want to roll things back and make it all you doing everything. But with those growing pains, without growth, all right, you're dying. All right, so you always need to be growing. So it's very important for us to grow our organization, our instructors. That way we can continue to be here for years to come. And people reach out and they always say like, hey, like, I hope the academy's doing great. I can't wait to come back. Usually it's like, hey, once coronavirus is over, it's like, hey, you can support in different ways. Like I said, we had our Patreon. You can come interact for free here on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and you can come say hi. All right, and ask questions. You could train virtually. There's tons of training material online. I posted a video on our TikTok recently, and I stitched it. It was like, what's one thing that you don't feel bad about judging people for right now? And I said, for me, it's people who've never trained martial arts a day in their life. There's all these free resources out there, and to be able to train martial arts for free, you can do it right now. It's maybe not the same professional level of instruction that you get in like a martial arts academy, but there's no excuse. It's free. You can get started. Like, you can go type in martial arts lessons free in YouTube, free Muay Thai lesson or Muay Thai tips for beginners, Jiu-Jitsu for beginners, whatever martial art you're interested in or you're not sure, you can look it up and you can get started for free. So for me, like, I want to be very clear on that too, is by training martial arts, you don't have to physically train martial arts. You can train your mind. Right? You can watch, you can listen, all right, and you can do. Right? You can hit all those different key terms and ways of learning. All right, there's like hands-on learners, there's visual learners, and auditory learners. All right, and the people that learn by doing, there's people that learn by watching, people that learn by listening. All right, so you can always learn through multiple aspects. So I encourage you guys to go out there and go look up YouTube. If you guys want a quick and easy resource, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch Muay Thai fights. I have live Muay Thai fights that I've handpicked myself for you guys to be able to watch. I edit them down, so I try to cut out some of the breaks in between and the long introductions and exits. That way it gives much of just action through all of it. I have the fighters' names up in the corner, and you guys can check it out, and it'll give you education about who these fighters are. I don't have just one fight from one single fighter. I have like multiple fighters. You're going to see some fighters multiple times in there, and you're going to be able to learn who they are and why I want you to see them. All right, because as somebody who helps others learn Muay Thai, that's what I do, and I give them an education. So when I say I help people learn Muay Thai, I don't help teach them Muay Thai. I help them learn Muay Thai. Part of learning Muay Thai is about rules, regulations, history and culture, about teaching, about training, about how to fix, how to make corrections, how to hold pad, how to hit the bag, how to set up bag training, and how to build up instructors and make our sport and our art last for years to come. And that's what my job is. I want to make sure you guys know that when I'm saying that everybody can train martial arts, there's so many different ways to approach it. But that's a little bit about what that goal is for like Pu'u Muay Thai right now, and I'm really just, like I said, grateful to be here in Oslo, Norway with my wife and our family here, who I haven't who I didn't meet before. So I met our grandma, but I didn't get to meet everybody. So I'm not on vacation, but I really appreciate it. I'm working more now than I did back home because I have more time to work. All right, I'm not just teaching. So when you teach, it takes a lot out of you, like emotionally. For me, I'm very emotionally invested in our students when I teach, and mentally. All right, it takes a lot out of you mentally too, and that's one of the reasons why I started that gratitude practice, because it's easy to foster resentment and regret, right, naturally, but you have to intentionally foster gratitude. With that said, guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope everybody has a great day. Again, super grateful for everybody out there that's following Pu'u Muay Thai. If you guys are listening to this later and you're listening on iTunes, please go leave me a review. Please, it means the world to me. It helps us out big time to get more eyes on Pu'u Muay Thai and for our business and our academy, and to be able to keep us here for years to come and continue growing. All right. Again, grateful for all the people who follow us currently on all forms of social media, and all 6,000 of you. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. You have a wonderful day. Know that you guys had an impact on me by interacting and coming on here and saying hi. All right. But with that said, guys, have a great rest of your day. So what do you call? All right, that's it today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys are listening on iTunes, please go leave a review. It means the world to me if you enjoy the content, if you like hearing about all the stuff that has to do with Muay Thai and what we're doing. Also, there's another way to support us. If you guys visit our Patreon link, it's in the show notes. Also on our YouTube, if you go to pmtlifestyle.com, there's a Patreon link up at the top. You can support us for as little as $5 a month. To get some behind the scenes footage, things of that nature, to see what we're doing behind the scenes for Pu'u Muay Thai, what we're trying to get going. Also, you can get some early access clips. You can also get t-shirts, merchandise, and a few other things as perks of being a patron. Again, go check that out. It's at pmtlifestyle.com.